Morning of day 3. I got a cool hair thing going here. It's definitely warmer than it has been. I think last night was the most comfortable I've slept. After yesterday's distance, it will be a test today to see how we do hiking another 13 miles, I think it is, after being so sore yesterday.
Figure out if there's any minor readjustments I could make, because my shoulders have felt like there's a lot of unneeded pressure on them. I don't like that you're recording. But I think I might be finding a solution right now.
No matter when, no matter what.
We're about 4 miles into the day. I can feel the hunger and the calorie deprivation kind of kicking in a little bit, because when I snacked like it was my first meal in days. Yeah, we have 9 miles left to go today. Time to get back to hiking. But really, like, we should get back to hiking. I mean, we really should just like get going again.
No matter what, I have a place to go.
About 2 o'clock. I think today we have hiked closer to 8 miles so far. We are going to head up this direction in here in a little bit and eat lunch.
During the midday hours, the beast rests under a palm. Be careful not to make any sudden movements, for the beast strikes out of fear, not aggression.
Ah! Lunch over, hiking begins. We still have Hillary along. She's still with us. I thought either the train or the alligator would have gotten her so far, but she's still trooping along. Way to go, Hillary.
I decided to let the rain wash my hair.
The rains have passed. We get to hike in dry conditions again.
Did you stay dry?
Everything but the feet. Out of 4 days, we're batting about 25% for dry feet. I guess maybe we should have expected this.
I'm pretty excited about the rain washing out this greasy hair I've been living with. I found it very refreshing. I was sweaty and now it's all washed off. I guess it's a matter of perspective about the rain, but I've always loved water, and as long as you have the right gear, it doesn't really need to be a big deal.
Because we know it makes us new. No matter when,
I just love a good prairie. I don't care where I am.
I have a place to go.
2.5 miles.
place to go.
650, 750, 800. I'll take it.
I'm still winning.
But it all matters on who wins in the end. It's gonna be you, or is it gonna be me? Gah is the noise you make when somebody beats you in a game when you think you have a chance. You're like, gah! Gah! Can you use it in a sentence? What? You just won? Gah! All right, for everyone back at home, I wanted to kind of go through a detailed experience of what one day out on trail looks like. I'm in my tent and I am making breakfast. I've already had coffee, which is instant coffee with some powdered creamer. I am making oatmeal now. And just to kind of relax, decided to read my book. Yesterday it rained on us, so everything is very moist. That's the only way to describe it. Nothing's really wet, but everything has this dampness to it. So I have my shoes and socks and even pants hanging up outside, hoping to dry out a little bit, but nothing dried overnight. We're gonna be starting out today's hike a little bit on the wet side. Once breakfast is done, you have to start putting everything away, and packing your bag can happen really quickly if you're well organized. And I like to think that I'm well organized. So let's start packing up. I got back on my hiking outfit, and because this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because this is day 5, it does not smell good. I think the moistness of everything has brought out the aroma of 5 days wearing the same shirt. Just picture that when you listen to this. Packing your bag turns into this ritualistic activity that you do every morning. Everybody has a very unique way to do it. Everybody does it differently. Yeah, I put my sleeping bag on the bottom, sleeping mats, all that sleeping stuff on the bottom, because you won't need it until your tent's set up. Then tent, then food, and then my ditty bag, then water in all the right places. Today's a little bit different because we have a lot of stuff on the outside of our bags that are currently wet, and we're hoping to find a nice sunny spot a couple miles up the trail where we can stop, lay everything out, and just dry off from this moistness. And now our hike begins. Today's plan will be a 13.2 mile through a state park here. I don't forget the name of it. We'll be camping at Pine Island Slough. Don't even know what a slough is. That's a new word that they use down here in Florida to describe one of their wet areas, I guess.
I just set a new goal. I'm going to try to fit the word malarkey into as many sentences as I can today.
Malarkey.
And if I don't succeed, that's going to be a bunch of malarkey.
What you doing?
Well, I'm sweating a lot.
Behind me, that's where we came from. That's where we're going. Not much difference. Where we're coming from, where we're going. Wow, that section of hiking was a lot harder than I was expecting. The long straightaways and just Florida sun. This is the first time I've had a lot of Florida sun, and there was no trees, so no shade. Got back to the site and just demolished food. I couldn't even be bothered to record any of it because I was just so famished. We met a very nice guy here named Steve. Scott was here, and he warned us that where we plan on resupplying might not be so hot in terms of food variety or quality. So that's a little bit scary. So unfortunately, no footage from lunch. It's right here. We're getting packed up. We have 5.7 more miles back to our campsite tonight.
And it's the hottest day of the hike yet, so there's no shade and at least a little bit of a wind, but just hiking down a sand road.
So you might wonder, how do you get water out on trail? Well, look it, there's water.
That's good. You gonna drink that?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I think 3 liters of water can get me to the campsite.
Okay, you guys, this was the hardest day. Not because of distance, not because of elevation, but because of heat. And maybe it's the fair skin or just being a Midwestern lady, but having the sun beat down on me, I found myself really excited about popping my headphones in and having a musical distraction. Super useful. We're in the last 2 miles, and this tends to be a part of the trail when my brain is like, is it done? Is it done? Is it done? I haven't found the trick to avoid that yet. This is the part of the trail where I start to feel a little bit more pain in my back. My feet are definitely swollen right now. I'm hungry. I'm sweaty. I'm ready for my campsite, but you sleep great and you just feel very accomplished after you do something pretty challenging like this.
This morning is much different than yesterday, where yesterday was cool, damp, moist. This morning is windy, sunny, and beautiful. Today's highlights are going to include crossing a lock and dam. We will be going through the town of Kiko, which is not really a town, because I don't think there's anything there, but as we walk through, we'll see. And then we're gonna end up at Rattlesnake Hammock for the night. The tree line down there is our campsite. These millennials can't get off their phone. Just gotta get your phone out.
Shut up, Mom.
We are currently coming up on a question mark on this hike. There is, we have to cross the Kissimmee River, which is too big and too deep just to do it on our own. So we are crossing at what looks like a lock. Supposedly, according to gut hooks, there were ways to cross without needing help. But we're walking up to it now and we'll see what happens.
Show me how it
What'd you eat for dinner?
I had pork flavored ramen, and then I'm having this for dessert, peanut butter and jelly, and tortilla, and I get to watch the sunset while I do this. It's really nice.